Hey guys, welcome to TalkCrypto. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for the new subscribers. Really appreciate it. I don't always get the names on who subscribed, but I had one which was Jazzy or something like that. So thanks, Jazzy. I actually like a bit of jazz too, so I'm guessing you might like jazz music. But yeah, really appreciate it. Obviously, a young channel. It's always hard to get a new channel off the ground, so you know, if you can see it within your heart to give us a subscribe, I would massively appreciate it. Hit the bell notification and all that sort of stuff. But listen guys, just a quick one. I didn't do a video yesterday. Let's get some WD-40 on it. Yeah, so it's just a quick one really. Update on the $1 a day Bitcoin challenge. I got my sats today, as I do every day, as I am for the next 10 years, encouraging newbies just to do that as a way to dip their toe into it. So I got 1,977 sats. Obviously a lot of market volatility, people a little panicking as usual. Don't worry, just zoom out, relax. There is literally just have a long time horizon. I keep banging on about it, but I'm not going to bang on about it right now. It was just a quick video on a couple of things. I saw a new project. Well, to be fair, I don't know how new it is, but I'm assuming it's quite new. And the reason I'm sort of talking about it is because I come with a background in the financial services industry, specifically mortgages and property and things like that. And this sort of grabbed my attention because basically they are looking to allow people to borrow against their home in crypto. What's interesting is it's basically going to act like a second charge. There's no monthly payment, there's no sort of monthly interest, there's no interest at all, and effectively how it works is that they share the proportion of how much the property increases in value over time. So it's just that I haven't had time to go into the details of the project. I would love to maybe do an interview and ask some deep diving questions, understand the project a bit more. I'll be honest with you guys, the reason I do these videos in the car is not to try and be cool or clever or to do something different. It's literally because it's a better use of my time. It's efficient. I can this is, you know, a moment in time where I'm in between things and I can, you know, talk to you, share some thoughts and all the rest of it. And I'm just really busy with my work, so I haven't unfortunately got the time to do as good quality videos as I'd like to do, or indeed maybe even a format that I'd like to do. Time, as you know guys, is really precious, and we haven't always got the time, but we can find the time, and this is me finding the time. I've talked about it before. It's like we always have excuses about not being able to do exercise or whatever it is. We can find it if we're smart and clever. So obviously, you know, the more support I can get from you guys, the better hopefully the videos will become, and the more you know, I'll be able to invest into it to make a better product for you guys. But hopefully it also shares a bit of a way to hack things, because I'm in business. You know, we might always want to do some things, but we can't always do it, and that's the same with investing. You might want to, you know, think, oh, I want to invest in, you know, this much, but I can't afford to. But you know what, just do what you can in whatever it is in life. I'm going on a bit of a rant here, so I apologize, going off topic. And something is always better than nothing. That's the big thing, and every little step is a step forward. So you know, hopefully I'm demonstrating this in some respects, both in terms of my YouTube, in terms of the $1 a day challenge and things like that. Incremental steps, guys. Incremental steps. Don't get greedy. Have patience and play the long game. Anyway, I've massively digressed there, haven't I? One of my usual sort of go off topic. So going back to that sort of borrowing against your home, obviously coming from the finance background and that whole market, it was it just sort of grabbed my attention and made it interesting. I'd love to sort of understand it a bit more. But I thought it was quite novel. I think a lot more of these things will emerge as crypto and Bitcoin and all the rest of it become much more mainstream. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if in 10 years time we'll see banks, you go into your HSBC or your Santander or your whatever bank, and you'll be able to do something like this. It's really interesting, and a great way to maybe borrow against your house, have some more money, and buy some Bitcoin, and actually see the Bitcoin appreciate a lot more than your house potentially. Going on the topic of property and crypto, it's interesting again. I'm an investor in both, okay, and I'm a very traditional investor. When I started out, I'm thinking, right, property is the way forward, and obviously I've been in that market, been in that space. I am sort of going through a sort of a battle. Am I battling? I'm not really, actually. I'm such an advocate of crypto that I actually prefer specifically Bitcoin because of its, I guess, it is the king, as a better long-term play than property. I don't have to have the hassle of tenants. I don't have the hassle of maintenance. One of the properties that we have, the roof's knackered, so that means spending money on a roof, getting all sorted out, all that hassles and shit you got to go through. Council taxes, rates on commercial properties, blah, the list goes on and on and on. And don't get me wrong, okay, property is and has been a great investment, and it will continue to be. It's a hard asset. At the end of the day, we all need a roof over our heads. Now, the question is, are other investors going to opt to carry on buy more property, or actually are we just going to buy more Bitcoin and maybe still have property, but maybe not to the extent that we may have otherwise? So personally, I think that's the route I'm going to be going down, and I think it's an interesting perspective because we've talked about it before, how Bitcoin is sucking up all the capital from a lot of other asset classes. People may have chosen to buy property, buy gold, buy this, buy that, S&P 500, whatever, investing in the FTSE 100. Now they're sort of not doing that, and I think we're just going to see the acceleration of that over time, more and more, as the adoption increases. And it's just a really interesting thought experiment, and a question that any investor, particularly if they have been in property and they're dipping the toe into crypto, will be going through. I think, like all these things, it's probably sensible to have a bit of diversification. As much as I don't think it will, Bitcoin might happen, and World War 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever, now or down the road may happen, and we're back to the Stone Age. So I don't think anything would help us then if that was to happen, other than maybe gold. So there you go. So it's an interesting one, isn't it? Whereas we may have accumulated properties, we may stop accumulating properties once we've got to a certain level and go, okay, well that's my security if everything goes to shit in the digital asset space. Now I'm going to focus my efforts on just growing the digital portfolio and getting exceptional returns, etc., etc. So once so I think that's probably the way I'm going to be looking at it personally. I think I want to get to a point where you can sit back and go, you know what, actually that's the portfolio that's going to sustain everything come what may, and then fully into crypto, fully into Bitcoin, fully into other asset classes that I'm interested in. But it's an interesting perspective. It's interesting to see how lending's happening with crypto against properties, and where it may go. So I'll be interested to hear if you guys know of any other projects. Put it in the comments of crypto projects that are looking to do things like lending on properties and things like that. I have come across a few. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. I can't remember the one I'm talking about off the top of my head. I think it's Homium. It might be Homium. But yeah, if you know of any, if you hear of any, I don't know if you're a founder of any, it'd be good to maybe have a chat and yeah, see what's really happening in this space. So that's it for now, guys. Yeah, my little chat. I'm still driving. Sun's out, shades are on. I should mix up the shades, shouldn't I, just to give you guys a bit of variety. But yeah, listen, I hope you guys are really well. Don't worry about anything in terms of the market. It is inevitable. We're about 1 day away or so from the halving. Unbelievable news. So early. Just have patience, guys, and you'll be fine. Listen, I love you and leave you. And yeah, catch up with you soon. Take care.